Well, hello there again. Now, today's November the 16th. It's a Thursday in 2023. And as I was perusing, just flipping through, clicking here, clicking there on stuff on the computer, I see this report where I guess a bunch of Palestinian supporters have blocked off the Oakland Bay Bridge, so traffic can't move on it. Now, you know, if there's enough people that are Palestinian supporters, they can't be Americans because they got their noses in everybody else's business, so they got to be something else. And I don't care if they're Palestinian people. That's one thing. If they're them college students and progressive type people that think they're got an entitlement to something, then that's another thing. They don't belong in this country, because this country is based upon liberty. Now, liberty is where we get this idea of equal rights. Everybody has the same rights, period. So when they're sitting there and they're, Joe Biden, President Biden, you demand a ceasefire from Israel, you make them stop murdering them helpless, innocent Palestinians and them poor Hamas depressed people. No, that's not liberty. And Joe Biden's got no business trying to tell Israel, stop, because it's none of his business. He's the president of the United States of America. Now, I've made a couple of these videos. I state my piece. But it's just the idea. It's nobody's business. They were attacked. It was the same thing as Pearl Harbor. I don't care. If you want to get and say, well, the Israelis knew about it, and the CIA knew about it, and they just didn't do anything about it until it happened, so they had an excuse to go do this. Go back and read real close and careful in history what happened about Pearl Harbor. Who knew about it? Who knew it was coming? Who knew what was going to happen and everything, and didn't do anything about it till after it happened? Whole bunch of them, FDR, bunch of Secretary of State, whole bunch of people all knew about that. See now, don't be blaming Israel for something that the United States has already been terribly guilty of. Oh well, but the thing is, you're going to get in a fight. You fight till that enemy can't come back. Period. Don't matter where it is. That's where people have got this thing all wrong about bullying in school. Well, when a kid takes an idea to kick a bully's butt, and he does it, he shouldn't get in trouble because the bully has been historically cataloged. Hamas has been historically cataloged as a bully terrorist organization. The United States, over in everybody else's country and everybody else's business, protecting the big corporations. They have been the bully on the block since World War II. Just saying. There's, you don't permit bullying? Well, you best start cleaning your own house first, because we're not the emperor of the world. And Joe Biden is only a representative hired and chosen by we the people. And actually only about 25%, 26% of we the people voted for him that can vote. So he sure don't have no mandate on nothing. No. Same thing goes. I'm sitting here listening to all these people are talking, big time about climate change, global warming. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to spend these billions of dollars on this. I got a question. As long as you're telling everybody else what we got to do, has anybody ever started a study to see what the ecological damage is with all these green projects, with these solar farms, with these windmill farms and everything? Anybody ever? Now, there's been a few complaints about these out in the ocean being detrimental to whales and different things, and being put where there might be breeding grounds of the different sea creatures that are part and a necessary part of the environment. Don't think anybody does. Now, if they take 40 acres, 50 acres, 100 acres, 200 acres, and build one of them big solar farms on it, with all them things out there, doesn't that destroy the natural environment? Doesn't it create a new detrimental environment? In the first place, all those things sitting out there with those solar chips on them and that, doesn't that create a heat sink? Now, them big cities, Southern California has become a mass from way north of Los Angeles to way down to the Mexican border, has become a whole, it's just covered with houses and buildings and structures and highways. Is that not a huge millions of acres of heat sink? Now, there ought to be some way. And then they put them, instead of putting reflective roofs up there, they put those solar panels up on. Do those solar panels reflect the heat back into space like a light-colored roof or something would? Or do they absorb the heat, become a greater heat sink than just the housing? I'm awful curious about some of this kind of stuff, First place, the American natives has had it right for years. The earth don't belong to us. We belong to the earth. All life, all mortal life, comes from the earth, period. I don't care whether you believe me. I believe in God, so I got my own ideas. But I don't care whether you believe in God or not. The reality is, blood is life, and blood is something that comes from the earth to be mixed in and put into a new body. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's got blood. Cat, dog, human, baby, whatever, sheep. See, all this stuff, that's life. Without the earth, there is no mortal life. So, all these guys, all it's about is money and power. Joe Biden, you're supposed to tell them Israelites, you stop them Jews over there, you stop killing them helpless people and Palestinians. No, it's none of your business, Joe Biden. It's no American citizen's business unless they want to donate some money or they want to go over there and pick up a gun. Well, when you go over there and pick up a gun, why don't you renege and leave your citizenship, your United States citizenship, at the border when you leave and close the door on your way out? It's a good idea. America is built on liberty. It's the land of the free and of the brave. And it's the brave that make the freedom possible. Nobody's entitled to nothing. So think about it. Don't you think we ought to mind our own business? Let affairs other places take their shape until we've got our own house in order. We got all our veterans taken care of, not making any new ones. We've got all our homeless taken care of, not making any new ones. Gonna have to do something about all the business. We got our money stabilized, so instead of being monopoly money, it's worth something. But anyway, well, I gotta go for now. You have a good day. May God bless y'all. Talk to you later.